Hi everyone. I'm just going to do a quick briefing on the coastal storm that's going to be impacting the Northeast this weekend into Monday. So Sunday into Monday rather. And I'm just going to go through this really quickly. So what we're looking at the 500 millibar vorticity map from the European model. And the European model and GFS are aligning pretty well with this storm. So I'm only going to show the European just for convenience and to save time. So basically, what's going to happen is there's going to be two pieces of shortwave energy, um, and they're going to combine to strengthen the storm that's already going to be formed by this southern piece of shortwave energy. So on Friday, over Florida, just east of the Georgia and Carolina coasts, this piece of shortwave energy is going to form a storm that will then travel up the coast, and then this piece of shortwave energy is going to come down from the Great Lakes, maybe bring a few showers to the area, and then combine with this, and then I will just take it forward here so you can see that. So you can see now we're at Monday morning. They're combining. I kind of went ahead pretty far. Maybe go back a little bit. But this is all stretched out. It's kind of weak, but this piece of energy is going to combine with this, and it's already starting to happen. So the low is going to be strengthening at this point. And this is going to be when the storm is at its height, Sunday evening into late Sunday night. So then they combine, and then what happens is now the storm is what we call vertically stacked. So that is when the upper level low has closed off and the surface low is directly below it. So what happens is basically when you have a trough like this, in the center of the trough, because of the curvature of the trough, the winds are slower in the center of the trough, and when they leave the trough, they speed up. So when you have winds that are speeding up after winds that are slowing down, think of it as when you're stuck in traffic. When you're stuck in traffic and this traffic lets up, you have more room to go. So that's actually what we call divergence. So east of a upper level trough, that's where your surface low is in its early life cycle. So that means there is a westward tilt with height. The surface low is to the east of the trough. But when it is vertically stacked, when it is below the upper level low, that is when it closes off and it dies out. So that is what's going to happen on starting Monday morning. And there's still a storm, but it's weakening into Monday afternoon, and then it's going to stay closed off, but it is weakening, and then it fizzles out and goes out to sea by Tuesday night into Wednesday. Okay, now let's go to the regional view. I'm going to move through this really quick. So the first thing I want to show is actually the 850 millibar map, because there's something I need to show here that is going to be key for this storm. It's this. This is what we call low-level jet. So we have very strong winds, 70 to 80 knots. That is really strong. That is a very strong low-level jet. Most low-level jets are usually 40 to 50 knots. This is really strong. So, and the flow is easterly, so it's coming off the Atlantic Ocean. So it's just going to be pumping in moisture, pumping that moisture in. And that's why one of the reasons it's going to rain so heavily, because it'll just be taking that moisture from the Atlantic Ocean and throwing it back inland. So that I want to show that. I want to show the winds. Hold on. Sorry, had to decline that call. Okay, surface and precipitation. And the winds. I'm just going to try to fast forward here. So as you can see here, the winds are going to be strong. Sunday night, 20 knots. 33 knots. These are sustained winds of 25 to 35 miles per hour, which happens to be my forecast. 25 to 35 miles an hour with gusts to 50 to 55 miles an hour. That is my forecast. And then precipitation type. Well, we don't need to worry about type, but I just want to show. See, you might get a few showers from that first system, but then the main system comes. And then Sunday night, see all this heavy precip that's just being thrown back inland? And that's going to continue into Monday morning. But notice that we were at 995, now we're at 997, so the low is weakening because it's vertically stacked. 999 by Monday afternoon, 1002 by Monday evening. There's still rain in the area. Not as heavy though, and not as vigorous. But we may see rain into Monday night in certain areas. And now I wanted to show the total QPF. A lot of times they say don't look at QPF, but I think for rain it's okay. And there it is. So if you look at the coast, you see 2 inches, 4 inches. So my forecast for this particular event is 1 to 3 inches, locally 6. So if it rains really hard in certain areas, I think 6 inches is a possibility. But my general forecast is 1 to 3 inches. And that's about it. So I hope that covers everything, and watch out for coastal flooding as well. And that'll do it. All right, thanks. Bye.